This has been, in the press, 2 trials. This has been vetted by both the defense and the Commonwealth. And even if they were to develop a suspect, I mean, think about that suspect on trial with all of the third-party culprit and guilt arguments that Karen Reed did it, right? So I can't see this going anywhere else on the criminal side. Next step, and I guess part of the justice, is going to be civilly. Civil liability. Who has the deep pockets? Who's responsible? I mean, look at all this success now for Karen Reed, and it's going to come with interviews and books, and she's going to have deep pockets now. So it's going to open up potential civil liability because that standard is lower. It is a preponderance of the evidence as opposed to proof beyond a reasonable doubt. And we saw it in the O.J. Simpson case as well. He was acquitted in the murders, and then he was found civilly liable, although the victims had a very difficult time collecting that because of jurisdictional issues. But I think that's the next chapter in the John O'Keefe justice saga, which is going to be civil liability. Who's going to be the defendants, who's going to be responsible, and who's going to be paying.
I'm so glad you mentioned the Simpson case because there are some similarities in that regard, especially a family that is going to be going after someone with deep pockets civilly. David Bruno, how do you think people are viewing Michael Proctor at this juncture, especially those who were really hoping for a conviction in this case?
Yeah, Michael Proctor should stay out of the media, honestly. I mean, he wasn't called in the second case. I mean, people will quickly forget about him but for him coming forward. Honestly, I think that was one of the biggest mistakes in the second retrial is not calling Michael Proctor, because what it did is it left so many questions about Proctor as the lead investigator not being called. And that is what the crux of the defense case was about, the lack of objective investigation, the lead investigator having relationships to the Alberts and the McCabe's, and certainly not being able to explain himself on the stand left a lot in that jury room that Proctor wasn't called. So I think Brennan did a great job. I think he improved over Lally. I think he had better experts. He had experts coming in. He had the blue paint experiment about the arm. And the mistake I believe Hank Brennan made was not calling him, because it just left that void in the case. And the defense was able to hammer that home that he was the lead investigator not called. And he had so many important responsibilities with the car and some of the important evidence in the case.